Politics, architecture, sports, the arts. These are just a few of the pillars of modern society. But where did they originate? In this video, we're going to be looking back at where it all began, ancient Greece.
Hey guys!
As you already know, ancient Greece has played a large role in the development of our society, from everyday things to details that seem more obscure, like the way we think.
That's so true. The way we think is influenced so much in modern society, but one of the crucial elements that influences the way we think is religion.
Think of the way the Greeks were influenced by their mythology. Everything drew its inspiration from the gods, from their architectural designs to even the Olympics, which were originally meant to praise the gods.
In our day and age, we can see the influence that religion has in politics and even the legal system. It provides a notion for what's good and evil.
One of the most influential religions is Christianity, but even then we can see relations to Greek mythology. Two of the ways in which we can compare the two are in iconography and symbolic parallelism.
Icons are defined as the traditional or conventional images or symbols associated with a subject and especially a religious or legendary subject. Assigning a likeness to a religious figure is something that has been the basis of many religious practices. However, this idea of icons can be seen as controversial because it questions the practice of true monotheism. To better understand this topic, we spoke to Dr. Eric Larson from FIU's Department of Religious Studies.
The question of icons was a major one in early Christianity, and there was kind of divided opinion on it. Some people felt that icons shouldn't be used, that if you try to reduce God to an image and limit him, that somehow this is not being true to the sense that God is everywhere and can't be brought down to a human scale. On the other hand, since Jesus became human, people felt that they could have representations and that it helped kind of focus their worship. Alongside of that, eventually there grew up this idea of creating icons of other people, particularly holy people or saints, and sometimes of the mother of Jesus, so the Virgin, and these all in the Western Church eventually became extremely important.
We decided to take a look at the Eastern Orthodox Church due to their emphasis on the veneration of icons.
The purpose of an icon in the Greek Orthodox Church is to aid in worship. The icons act as a means of intercession, which helps the members of the church feel closer to God. Although there are similarities in the use of icons, there are also some major differences. For example, the church does not worship the icons or the saints. They only worship God as a monotheistic religion.
Furthermore, saints themselves don't have individual divine power. Their only power lies in God. In ancient Greece, icons were used as a form of worship, and each icon held its own individual power.
Iconography is only one of the ways in which we can compare Greek mythology to modern religious culture, which brings us to our next topic, symbolism.
Woo!
A symbol is a literary device that contains several layers of meaning, often concealed at first sight, and is representative of several other aspects, concepts, or traits than those that are visible in the literal translation alone. A lot of the symbolism that is found in biblical passages is similar to stories in Greek mythology.
To understand the symbolic parallels between both of the systems of belief, we're going to read the stories of Eve and Pandora.
One of the symbolic parallels in the Bible and Greek mythology is the correlation between women and the introduction of evil into the world. In the Bible, God creates Eve after creating the first man, Adam. At this time, there was no death, suffering, or evil on earth. God commanded Eve not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. However, Eve was tempted by the serpent to eat the fruit, and so she took the fruit and ate it, explicitly disobeying God's command. This act of rebellion unleashed sin, death, and evil into the world.
The story of Eve is actually very similar to that of Pandora in Greek mythology. The first woman in Greek mythology was Pandora, who was made under the command of Zeus. Upon her creation, she was given a jar which held all the world's evil and was commanded not to open it. Pandora eventually became too curious and opened the jar, releasing evil into the world. Although there are differences in both stories, the overall symbolism is kind of the same. Women ultimately introduced evil into the world. Potentially, we can see how the role of women in these stories is carried out through history. Essentially, they were both created equal. Pandora was made of water and earth and given many gifts, but she carried evil. Eve was created from Adam's rib, taken from his side to imply their equality, and still she brought evil into the world. So in both stories, women are blessed but flawed.
The women in these stories are led to make decisions based on instinct, using little reason. So there's this implication that women can't think, which makes everyone believe that women screw everything up.
As you can see, ancient Greece was full of rich culture that derived from its mythology, similarly to how Christianity affects culture now. Next time you step inside a church for service, think about how ancient Greece's history is woven into the seams. You might just be surprised at how many connections you find.
What?
We should be like, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Like, JK, we don't actually do this often.